Premium cards are getting more expensive. Credits are replacing real perks. And banks are throwing massive bonuses at people trying to get in before the next wave of changes. Welcome back to the irregular income economy. It's been a relatively slow month for massive breaking news stories, but there's been a lot happening in the background with card switching issuers, big bonus offers, higher spend requirements, targeted offers, and surveys testing how customers will react to possible card changes. There's a lot to unpack here. So let's get into it. Citi AAdvantage Executive World Elite MasterCard, 100,000 American Airlines miles, after $10,000 spent in 3 months. That's a big jump considering this card usually sits much lower publicly. And the executive card still comes with Admirals Club access, free checked bags, priority boarding, authorized user lounge access advantages. The downside is obviously the annual fee and that $10,000 spend requirement. But for people already flying American regularly, 100,000 AA miles can still be extremely valuable. Citi may also be quietly making changes to some legacy thank you card accounts. According to reports shared on Doctor of Credit, some former Sears-linked Citi thank you cards are apparently moving away from flat 1x earning and shifting toward bonus category structures more similar to the old Shop Your Way ecosystem. And if you've been around the points space for a while, you already know the old SYW card became kind of legendary for targeted offers and weirdly high earning rates. Now, this probably won't affect most people directly, but I do think it's interesting because it's another sign Citi still seems to be actively rebuilding and expanding the thank you ecosystem behind the scenes. Quick correction on the Priority Pass story. It now looks like the restaurant and non-lounge access showing up for Built Palladium and Citi Strata Elite was actually a glitch. For a short period, some users were seeing airport restaurants, spas, and other Priority Pass experiences appear inside their accounts, which immediately got people excited, because most premium cards lost restaurant access years ago. But reports now suggest the access wasn't intentional, and the benefits are already starting to disappear from accounts, so at least for now. It does not appear that MasterCard World Elite cards are bringing back full Priority Pass restaurant access. Still interesting, though, because it shows how much people still care about these perks, and a lot of travelers still miss them more than the lounges themselves. Quick reminder, if you want to keep up with what's actually changing, like the video and subscribe. Now, let's keep going. This is a pretty major Amex offer jump. The Schwab Platinum and Morgan Stanley Platinum are both now showing 150,000 membership rewards points. That matters because historically, these co-branded Platinum versions usually lag behind the standard Platinum public offers. And the Schwab version especially has always been popular because of the Schwab cash out feature. So seeing a straight 150,000 offer here is notable. Offer reportedly ends July 8th, 2026. Applies to both Schwab and Morgan Stanley versions. American Express is also making some major changes to its business cards. Business Platinum now gets up to $20 per month toward ChatGPT Team. Business Gold gets up to $10 per month. Enrollment is required, but now there's another twist, because there's also a promo circulating that reportedly gives businesses 2 ChatGPT Team seats for the price of 1 for up to 48 months. And suddenly, these Amex credits become a lot more valuable. At the same time, though, Amex also confirmed the Business Gold Card is losing FedEx as an option for its $20 monthly flexible business credit starting October 1st, 2026. So what we're seeing now is Amex completely reshaping premium business cards. The challenge isn't earning points anymore. It's whether your business naturally fits the ecosystem of credits the banks want you using. American Express also quietly launched an elevated Blue Cash preferred offer through E-Trade. And this one's interesting because it's not the standard public offer. E-Trade customers can reportedly get a $350 sign-up bonus after $3,000 in spend, plus a waived first-year annual fee. That effectively turns the Blue Cash Preferred into a no-fee test drive for year 1. But what makes this more interesting is the timing, because this elevated offer is showing up right after American Express reportedly surveyed possible changes to the Blue Cash Preferred lineup. So now you've got 2 things happening at the same time. Amex testing possible future changes, while also aggressively acquiring new Blue Cash Preferred customers. And honestly, we may be entering a phase where even traditional cashback cards start looking more like mini premium products. A lot of people are seeing these weird micro bonus Amex offers pop up lately, like spend $4,000 in 90 days, get 2,000 membership rewards points up to 3 times. These aren't amazing offers by themselves. This Amazon one is basically an extra 8 times bonus on $150 of spend, capped at 3,600 points total. The bigger story, though, is how aggressively Amex seems to be targeting card members with spend incentives right now. So definitely worth checking your Amex offers section. Some people are getting surprisingly decent targeted promos. There's a new targeted offer floating around for the Amazon Prime Business Card from US Bank. And this is notable for 2 reasons. First, the card has officially moved away from American Express and is now being issued directly by US Bank. And second, there's reportedly no minimum spend requirement tied to the bonus. Some people are seeing a $200 Amazon gift card instantly upon approval, and others are even seeing $250. That's unusually easy value for a business card bonus. This is one worth watching if you're already in the US Bank ecosystem or spend heavily inside Amazon. US Bank may have quietly stopped accepting applications for the Kroger family of credit cards. Multiple users started reporting application failures in the past weeks, and now Doctor of Credit is reporting that the application pages appear effectively shut down. Right now, the public pages are still partially live, but when users attempt to apply, many are getting technical error messages instead of actual applications. As of now, US Bank has not officially announced the cards are discontinued, so this could still end up being temporary. But if applications really are gone, this would quietly remove one of the more valuable niche cashback plays in the entire credit card space right now. Discover is sending out another targeted Apple Pay offer. And honestly, these are some of the easiest wins in credit cards right now. The offer is simple. Use Apple Pay 4 times on purchases of $25 or more and get $20 cash back. That's basically 20% back on $100 in spend, which is kind of ridiculous for normal everyday purchases. Now, this won't be available to everyone. These Discover offers are usually targeted through email or the app, but it's another reminder that smaller issuers are increasingly using mobile wallet promos to drive engagement. So definitely check your Discover offers section. Apple now reportedly requires verification for education store purchases, which is a pretty major change, because for years, a lot of people were able to access Apple's education pricing with little to no verification. But now, Apple appears to be tightening the process. Users may now need to upload a student ID, acceptance documents, or other education verification. Most people probably won't care about this story. But in the deal world, Apple education pricing has been part of optimized purchase strategies for years. So this is definitely worth watching going forward. Apple Card is suddenly back in the headlines because there's now a targeted sign-up offer floating around, offering free AirPods Pro 3, worth roughly $250. Just make sure to read the fine print. Typically, the Apple Card hasn't really offered sign-up bonuses before. The bonus itself is interesting. For years, the Apple Card has kind of existed in its own lane. Simple cashback, clean wallet integration, and the titanium card aesthetic. Now suddenly, you have talk of Chase taking over a massive $20 billion portfolio. That has people wondering whether Chase eventually tries to evolve this card into something bigger long term. So even though Apple says the core experience is staying the same for now, the interesting part is what happens after the transition is complete. The Chase Sapphire Preferred has had that 10% anniversary points bonus since 2021. And now Chase is reportedly ending it in October 2026. For people who forgot how this worked, each account anniversary, you'd get 10% of your total yearly spend back in points. So if you spent $25,000 during the year, you'd get 2,500 bonus ultimate rewards points. Not massive, but it was one of those quiet value perks that helped the Sapphire Preferred stand out against simple cashback cards. So if this officially disappears, the Sapphire Preferred becomes a little more dependent on transfer partners and travel redemptions to justify its position. Bank of America may be preparing changes to the Alaska Airlines business card lineup. And honestly, people are not exactly excited about it. A new survey sent out by Bank of America appears to show possible updates being tested for the Alaska Airlines Atmos business card. The big headline? A potential annual fee increase to around $195. And based on the versions of the survey being shared online, some people think the card could actually lose value compared to the current setup unless major benefits get added. Now, nothing here is officially confirmed yet. This is still just a survey. But it fits a much bigger trend happening across the credit card industry right now. And 2026 is really starting to feel like the year every issuer decided your annual fee wasn't high enough. That's it for this week's news. If this helped you keep up with what's changing in the credit card space, like the video, and subscribe. Thanks for watching The Irregular Income Economy. I'll see you next week.